This is match number 7 in the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup round of 16 featuring Antonio Lining versus Jerico Banares. And back with us here, this is match number 7. One more match to go before we determine all of our quarterfinalists. This time we have the legend, Antonio Nicoy Lining, going up against Jerico Banares, also known as the Panday. And it appears that Nicoy is going to win the lag. So once again, thank you for joining us here in our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. Noel Zarate speaking in straight English. AJ Ong speaking his mind.
Gibberish.
Speaking his mind. I was about to say speaking safe to say. So this is going to be an interesting battle because, of course, Jerico Banares, one of the spearheading players now of the next generation, the next wave of Filipino great billiard players, along with guys like Carlo Biado, of course, Johan Chua, but Nicoy Lining still representing, if we can use a Star Wars term, one of the remnants of the old republic.
Yun na nga. Pero syempre, let's not discount this guy. May pangil pa.
Yeah. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. So we will start out with a dry break from Nicoy Lining and a relatively open table now for the man from Antipolo City. You see him on your screens. He's changed his hair color once again.
Blonde ngayon si Jerico.
Yeah, they call him the John Lloyd Cruz of Philippine billiards.
Mr. John Lloyd with an open rack here.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Jerico Banares was able to get to the round of 16 by defeating another youngster from Antipolo City, 13-year-old Albert A.J. Manas. And, of course, Antonio Lining had to go through William Millares to advance to the round of 16. These are two participants, actually, that played in our recently concluded Origin Cup. Combination there with the 2 and the 9 worked out well because the 3 ball is now seen here for Jerico Banares. However, getting to the 4 has become a challenge. Decides to play some kill action but ends up missing it. So again, because of, losing position on the ball might cause you to miss the object ball to try and prepare and fix the situation.
That's right.
So Nicoy is going to run into this 4 ball.
Yeah, nudge it a bit. Perfect.
And this is, remember, the break of Antonio Lining. Now, these are two guys who shoot pretty fast. And there should be no problem anymore here. Yeah, Nicoy Lining at the table right now. He will be turning 58, actually.
Really?
Or 57. Am I right? No, he's going to be turning 58 this coming May. He's trying to reach out for the 7 ball. He's going to take the 8 up table. And this is going to be a quick rack for Nicoy on his break. Nicoy Lining, of course, has done most of his campaigning in Japan, a native of Mindoro Island in the Philippines. There you go.
Win number 1, Antonio Lining. From that error na galing kay Jerico Banares. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layer Tips, Billiard Planet, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
And now Jerico Banares trying to get it back on this break. Brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Did make a ball on the break, and he has a shot on the one, and it could be an open layout here. A possible run out. So Jerico Banares is now plotting the rest of this rack in his mind. But
Decides to play safe.
Yeah.
A good safety there. Behind the 10. Antonio leaning, looking for a one rail kick here for the one, and he called the 8 ball as well, but
It's got to be a sellout though.
yeah.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
So now the 1 and 10 is in play. Not sure if he's gonna take it though.
Yeah, this might be a smart attempt at the 10. I don't know if he called it though. Tried the 1. And look at his backup plan.
Yeah, good save.
Koy Leaning, known for his nerves of steel. I remember during the Asian Games in Busan in 2002 when he was actually the one who saved the 9-ball doubles team of the Philippines. And he was teamed up with Francisco Bustamante. Jerico Banares, of course, the 31-year-old from Antipolo, leaves the 1 ball exposed and may have sold out the whole table to the gentleman from Mindoro. We're being quiet here for a reason. We're trying to pick up as much as we can from these two players because it's pretty much an open rack right now for Nicoy. Let's see if he can make this 3 crawl. It's not on the rail.
Yeah, he's gonna take the 4 on the side with top English.
The accuracy of this legend.
Yeah, but he fell a bit short here if he wanted it on the side.
He can still take this in the corner.
Yeah.
And he has to avoid the scratch at the same time.
Went for the corner and a perfect position on the
He's
5.
back online. So how are our Shark fans doing? This is going to be an epic duel
Kamusta na kayo?
between 2 of the greats, the legend Antonio Lining, Going up against one of the flag bearers right now, Philippine Billiards, if I may say, Jerico Banares.
Kumusta na kayo dyan, mga ka-Sharkanatics natin na mga nanonood ngayong hapong to? Mag-comment down lang kayo dito.
And you can also tell us where
magpapabate, rather.
tell us where you're watching from so we can acknowledge if you're from the western hemisphere of the world. It must be very early in the morning.
And we have Nino Ocampo.
Architect Nino Ocampo.
Nino Ocampo. Sabi niya pa shoutout sa dalawang idol ko na naglalaban. Good luck daw.
So Nicoy is very straight on this 9. As in very straight. Trying to figure out if he can cheat the pocket.
Yeah, cheat the pocket a bit and draw for the 10. Well, he can just stop right there if he draws back a bit.
Created a bit of an angle, enough to make this 10 ball.
We also have Justin, Mr. Fargo, Sylvia from Houston, Texas. Good afternoon.
Good evening to you, or good morning to you. Nicoy, win number 2. So far so good for Antonio Lining as he has taken a 2-0 lead in this race to 7. And back with us here at Sharks, Antonio Lining is going to break here in rack number 3. He has taken the first 2 against Jerico Banares. Remember, this is a race to 7 alternate break here in the round of 16. By the time we get to the quarterfinals, it will be still a race to 7, but the winners break this time. So this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar.
And ito, mga nagpapa-shoutout dito mga Sharkanatics natin. Si Henry Camantigue from Tagaytay City. And Joseph Dino from Austin, Texas.
Hello.
Botsky Sobrino from High River, Alberta, Canada.
Wow. So it must be very, very early in the morning. Where you guys are is 4:06 in the afternoon here in the Philippines.
Yes, at kasama rin natin si Jomar Hermoso dito sa Cebu City.
Well, Nicoy made a ball on the break. His opening shot is this 2, and he's able to snip that in. Can he knock the 7 out? No, he cannot. But he stopped just in time.
Really? Yeah.
He stopped just in time.
Mukhang kita nga. Perfect yun kung ganun.
Yeah.
Nice speed.
Doesn't take long for one of these legends to just study the role of this table. Actually, I was hearing from some of our Sharks 9-ball players last night that the table has slowed down.
A bit, yeah. Compared dun dati na bagong palit yung tapete.
Yeah.
Well, normal naman yun kasi syempre, gabi-gabi natin nagagamit. Although, syempre, gabi-gabi rin yan minemaintain, di ba?
Yeah. Once a week, I know it gets like a full wash. Maybe even twice a week, it gets a full wash. Of course, one of the guys maintaining this table, our good friend Raji Patalinghug.
That's right. From Whiz Kid Works.
Yeah.
And Francis Serrano from Cebu City, kasama natin ngayon.
Hello.
And Kino Diaz from Marinduque.
Pretty much in the same region where Antonio Lining is from, Region 4B in the Philippines.
And Doug Preston, hello, from Tucson, Arizona.
Good morning, sir. And Nicoy Lining is making short work of Jerico Banares as we speak.
Yes, and itong si Jerico dapat hindi siya complacent ngayon.
Yeah.
Kailangan ilabas niya ang kanyang laro.
He's gone through 2 unforced errors. And this is going to be a break and run out for Antonio Lining.
This is for 3-0.
Look at this, behind the back, refusing to use the bridge. And our coach slash referee, Monching Mystica, says, come on, Nikoy. Here you go.
Kasi ano siya, kaliwete.
Yeah.
Should be no problem here. Okay.
So Nikoy Lining races to a 3-0 lead in this race to 7.
Ayan, and shoutout din kay Richmond Opiso from the Philippines.
All
Ayan.
right.
And of course, kay Willie Agbayani. Ayan, ang sisipag ng mga
From
commentator.
Spain.
Hindi na yata natutulog hanggang madaling araw. Yes, sir.
That's part of the deal here. But
That's
we are
right.
looking for that Ibericos.
Yun na. Pero bago yan, maraming salamat sa Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, kay Karex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Billiard Planet, Rapa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
Break by Jerico Banares is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Europa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. And gets nothing down on the break. So he's already done the break twice. It's been dry both times. And now Nikoy does not necessarily have an easy layout here. The one ball doesn't pass anything. So he's going to have to play a safety here.
So we have a question from Apple Sarmiento. Kung nasan daw sina Dodong, Diamond siguro do, or
Yeah,
Dodong Andam.
Oh,
Andam.
Dodong Andam passed away.
Dodong Andam at Rodolfo Luwat.
Oh, Rodolfo Luwat, I believe, is still active in the billiard scene. But Dodong Andam passed away like what, 4 or 5 years ago.
5 years.
Yeah,
mga
four
ganun.
or five years ago in a motorcycle accident in Isabela, if I'm not mistaken. Really no news on Rodolfo Luat, although there is a player right now who will remind you of Rodolfo Luat when you see him. It's Eji Geronimo. When you see
Kamukha.
and that everything, the way he stands, the way he plays, very Rodolfo Luat like.
Oo nga, no.
Safety here coming from Jerico Banares.
Kung kamukha lang din, kamukha rin sa isa sa mga players natin sa Sharks.
Yeah,
Si tawag dito, Glenn Boot.
Oh yeah, but even the resemblance, there's a very big resemblance between Eji Geronimo and Dodong Andam. Rather, Rodolfo Luat.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's it. Dodong Andam did pass away about 4 or 5 years ago.
Ayan, sabi nga niya, sikat din po sila Dodong Andam, Luat, and ito, si Idol Antonio Lining.
Yeah, they were part of that Philippine movement that actually put billiards on the map, along with Efren Django and, of course, Jose Amang Parica. Oh, almost a scratch there coming from Nikoy Lining.
Yeah,
Two
but
ball
the
is seen.
Yeah, is seen.
You can play the 8 ball from here and open up the table a bit.
But it passes on the corner here.
Yeah, okay, so this is a better angle. It's actually the 7 that's sent over to the corner. So you got 2 balls already at the pocket, and suddenly this could be an open table here. Nikoy can actually play the cue ball to the 8 and then the 2 ball to the 7. Or the other way around, if he pleases. But yeah, the 7 ball is gonna go. You just called 2 in the corner, not 7?
Yeah, 2 balls. So papalusutin niya itong dos sa 7. Maybe real
Yeah,
first.
and use the 7.
Yeah. Papasaya rin sa banda muna. At tamaan tong 7 na maganda para mapapasok itong dos. Just like that. Kaso nga lang, he left it there.
And Jericho can see it.
And si Ge Gumtang, where is Ramil Gallego? And
Well, that's a
Marlon Manalo.
Marlon Manalo is actually a counselor in Barangay Malamig in Mandaluyong. Uh, yeah, he's been in the public service arena for I think what last 5 or 6 years already. Uh, Ramil Gallego, I have no clue. We can ask some of our players. We can ask Nicoy later on. Oh, another unforced here for Jerico Banares. Yeah, Marlon Manalo actually started out as a snooker player, then gravitated to pocket billiards and became one of the best. Came into the scene alongside guys like Roberto Gomez, Jeff De Luna. Of course, he is a little older than those gentlemen.
A lot of swerve action here. Nicely done.
As you see the 4. Not anymore.
Yung 9 kasi.
Not
Nangialam
anymore.
pa. He has a part of the 4 though.
Yeah.
Just get a good hit.
Not quite sure if he can get it past the 7.
Yep. Won't get there.
Well, if he's adept to banking, this is a bankable shot.
Sabi niya mga veteran sana doubles, Efren and Django versus Lining and Luwat. Pero, this coming, kailan ba to ulit? Sorry?
April 9 to 10.
Dami nating kasi events coming up.
Yeah.
April 9 to 10 ang ating doubles. So, Efren, Django will be teaming up and then ang kalaban naman nila will be Anton Raga and the Bad Koi.
Yeah, Johan
si
Chua.
Johan Chua.
This rack is so wide open, but there's still a lot of defenses that we're seeing here. Banares tries to swerve it.
Yeah, not enough.
And guess what? Nico is going to go up 4-0.
Yun na nga, with this kind of layout.
Yeah.
A very safe to say layout.
Oops.
Well, of course, look at this.
Oops.
And we have a question here from Carl Ocampo.
Yes, sir.
A hypothetical question. Who are the top 3 Filipino pool players right now?
I'd still put my money on Dennis Orculio.
Dennis,
Yeah.
Dodong Diamond.
Dennis Dodong Diamond, and I would say Carlo Biado,
Yeah.
actually. Although Livan Corteza still is up there as well.
That's right, of course. The Slayer. And good afternoon to Koso International. He's watching here with us.
His name is a corporation.
Yeah, pero si Marlon. Si Marlon.
Antonio Lining with his 6-inch extension.
Ayan, halos pares nga yung sinabi ni Apple Sarmiento, number 1, Orculio, Piado, Dodong Diamond.
Yeah.
Yan, medyo batak-batak sila ngayon.
I would still put Carlo Biado up there in that group. Although I think Livan Corteza is super underrated.
Yes, oo naman. Talagang tawag dito, kailangan lang sigurong konti pang exposure sa laro. Pero no doubt kapag talagang sad-sad sa laro yan, 100% yung focus niya nasa pagbibilyar.
Yeah.
Nako, grabe. Unstoppable force.
I thought I saw actually one of another billiard player I haven't heard from in a long time. I thought I saw Jerome Peña downstairs.
Jerome Peña.
Yeah.
Nasa baba naman, anak ni SEA Games gold medalist na si
Kenneth Arpilleda.
No. Another one. Snooki Villanueva.
Oh, Snooki Villanueva, yeah.
Si Pau Pau andito sa baba ngayon.
That's Asian Games gold medalist.
Sorry,
as well.
Asian Games pala, hindi pala Southeast.
Yeah, he won the Asian Games gold medal with Gandhi Valle in 2002.
Yun. Nasa utak ko kanina si Kenneth. Yung tatay niyang si Victor Arpilleda.
Yes. So once again, Nicoy Lining is just running all over Jerico Banares at this stage. This is a race to 7. And Nicoy Lining is breaking here in rack number 5. So far, we haven't seen anything yet from Jerico. A bunch of unforced errors. He did have some pretty good safety shots. But Jerico, he needs his offense to get going. And Nicoy is just going to say, I'm going to play at my pace. You try and catch me.
Look at this. 4-0.
Yeah,
Pero, of course, it's not over till it's over.
of course. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Europa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. I keep on telling that story that I did a coverage once. It was an international coverage, actually. Marlon Manalo, who you guys brought up earlier, was going up against, a foreigner who was leading in that match 8-0 in a race to 9.
Tapos sumabol pa.
And Marlon won the match,
Yun na
9-8.
nga.
So anything is possible.
That's right.
I remember we were saying, all right, we're going to go. This is the last match of the night. We're going to go home early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock, so we're good. We're good. We'll stay here until midnight. We got home we left the venue past midnight.
Okay.
And Nicoy is going to send this down.
Yeah, he's going to use the clump of balls here. Nicely done.
Jericho is going to swerve around the 8. Good contact. Almost made the 2. And he's going
Good
to hide
result.
behind the 7,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember when Jericho went up against Efren, I think it was, or was it Efren or Django? I think it was Efren during the rotation championship. And Jericho didn't have a chance against Efren, and he was just smiling the whole time. It's like saying, okay, I'm being whooped by a legend. But he can't be in that same mold when he's going up against the legends, because this defines him now as a player. He is one of the best in the country right now.
Yes.
But when he goes up against the legend, he has to respect the game of the legend, but he also has to be more aggressive against them.
Well, a good question here from Apple Sarmiento again. Tinatanong niya ngayon kung nasan si Rubilin Amit.
No, I was just talking to her the other day.
Yes. Yun na nga, parang gusto nila atang makita naman mga women.
Well, that will all depend on Bugsy's. Actually, Binkay and I chat a few times every now and then.
Actually, yung Predator bag ko sa kanyang galing.
Right. So Jericho finally gets a rack here on a 3-10 combination.
So 1 win for Jerico Banares, but still leading itong si Antonio Lining with 3 racks lead.
Jerico Banares now to break, trying to stay in this match here in rack number 6. And this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Europa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. We are coming to you live right here at the Sharks Den in Quezon City.
And
this is
this.
rack number 7. I'll make that, this is match number 7 in the round of 16. So Jerico Banares could be 2 balls or 3 balls away from his second win.
Yeah. Maybe there's a 3-10 in play here. Needs to bounce back.
Okay, so the question is, does the 2 still pass
the 10?
The
I
10.
think it's not going to pass the 10. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to bounce back and take the 2 on the corner.
Yeah,
here.
something happened to the cue ball on its way up. It looks like one of the rails killed its momentum.
I think he was going for the 3-10.
No, he's looking at the. Is he looking at a billiard to the 10?
Maybe he's gonna send the 2 ball
To
there.
the 10. It's off angle. So this was supposed to be a safety shot. Didn't make it behind the 9. Nicoy can see this. If he can make the 2 and bounce back and forth to get to the 3-10 combination, then He could be on to win number 5.
Lagarations.
Yeah. As we call it in the Sharks 9-ball showdown, but he'll miss.
Yun lang.
He's gonna miss.
Wala namang iniwang madali dito para kay Jerico.
I don't know, maybe Jericho can bank this.
On the side?
Yeah.
Well, that's possible, but
Well, it looks like he's
not
trying to
calling
thin it.
anything.
Oh, no, he's gonna play safe. And the guy can see the 2.
Bakit daw wala si Tado Asis Tadike?
No, I have no idea.
Yun, wala kami idea doon.
And some of the pros, actually, when they were invited here to the 32, some of them saying they were not available, like Efren was invited. But I know that Efren is going to go to another province. I think he's already at another province, if not leaving today, maybe tomorrow.
Okay, luckily the 3 was there. If not, it's going to be a 210.
Can still get this, though. He can kick at this 2 ball, and the cue ball can just trail towards
Yeah,
the 10.
pwede din. Pwede rin. Oo nga, no.
There you go.
Karambola,
This
pero
is-
kick muna.
There it is.
Yun.
Oh, but he missed it.
And sells out the 2.
Yeah, sells out the table too. Although Nico is kind of straight on the 2.
And shout out to Jamer Villanueva. And also to Ver Pesimo Habal.
And Nico's got to manufacture an angle to get to the 3. Good enough, yeah. So Nikoi leaning has already gotten one unforced error in this rack. Just needs to roll to get to the 4. Yep, and play 1 rail, probably 2 to get to the 6. Roll a bit, get the 8 into the side. Draw back for the 9 into the corner. Roll for the 10. Might still get the 6 into the side. Although going for the 6 in the corner also makes sense.
Yeah, maybe he's going to take it on the side. Perfect. So, babaksak lang tong 8. Nicely done.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea if we could actually get Rubelin Amit and Cheska Centeno to
Yun,
actually do
para may
like
iba naman, di
a
ba?
10-ball showdown.
That's right.
That'd be a great idea. Nicoy leaning, though, has a 5-1 lead over Jerico Banares. I did not expect this scoreline at all.
Well, it's not over till it's over. Pero bago yan, maraming salamat sa Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa TZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Rapa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and of course, Hard Time Sports Bar.
So this break coming up for Nicoy leaning. He's trying to get on the hill already, and this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Rapa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar. Almost scratches the cue ball. He's got nothing down on the break. Jerico can see the 1. There are issues at the table right now. The 6 and the 10 are together. The 9's also down there. And Jericho's going to try to use those balls, but he won't be successful. Sell out the 1. Now Nikoy's already looking at the 6-10. How he's going to develop it. Probably get the 3 in the corner here. Is he gonna get there? Comes up a bit short. Again, sometimes the rails here on this table kills the spin and kills the speed of the cue ball. And it also doesn't help that the felt has slowed down considerably since it was installed. Just going to have to avoid some traffic here. Almost left it. But ties up another one.
Around.
Yeah, but he now ties up another situation here. The 5 and the 8. Doesn't look like the 5 passes.
Well, looks like it does.
Let's see how he plays the 4. Oh, so he's going to play safety. Now send the cue ball to where the 10 and the 6 are. Just like that. So this is going to be a long rack.
Looks like it.
Okay, now the 5 passes. Again, getting to the 6 is still the issue. So we'd be happy to answer any of your questions right now here regarding Sharks and regarding what we do here at Sharks. We do have a nightly tournament which begins at 9 p.m. Philippine time called the Sharks 9-Ball Showdown, where our amateurs gather for supremacy.
Gabi-gabi yan.
Yeah. Right now, this is going to be an interesting situation. How Nico is going to play the 6. You see Monching Mystica, our referee, is also one of the legendary billiards coaches. The moment Nikoi made the 5, Monching was already giving him the bridge. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jericho can still kick at the 6.
Sabi ni Robin Hood Cruz, shoutout daw kay Maka T, sing it, go. Sabi ni Boss Koy Koy daw.
Oh, good hit.
Ay, naka. Ito, shoutout kay Nomer Meteoro, watching from Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
And Zyke Noah, nagpapa-shoutout kay Edmund Bernardino from New York City.
New York. Missed that place.
And kay Mark John Lacey from Albay naman.
Ooh, Longganisang Albay.
Nako, pinaalala mo na naman.
So the 6 will be an easy hit here for Nikoi. He is playing this behind the back, by the way. Oh, but he
The
is
cue
going to
ball
scratch.
is going down.
Jericho can now address the 10-8 with ball in hand. Again, the 8 ball doesn't appear to pass the 10.
From Ren De Vera, sabi niya, I love watching Nicoy's safety play. So
Oh, yeah.
much to learn from his knowledge.
Right. Another guy who's pretty good at it that we've seen here recently is Jundel Mazon.
Yun, isa rin yun.
Yeah, he's like a genius when it comes to safety play. So let's see. The 8 does not pass, so he just moves the 10. And puts the 8 very near. It's like almost a spot if you're playing rotation, except that Nicoy can't move the cue ball.
Malayo-layo to.
He just called the 8 ball in the corner. Oh, wow.
Wow, nice
Excellent
shot.
pocketing there from Nicoy Lining.
Tumama nga lang sa G's.
Yeah, that slowed his cue ball down. And now he has an almost impossible shot on the 9.
Apple Sarmiento, yes. Yung last match natin for this afternoon.
It'll be at the nighttime though, around
Yes,
7.
oo. Si Carlo and Jeffrey.
Will it make it behind the 10? That is a fantastic shot just played there by Nicoy Lining.
Wow. Ren De Vera, ayan.
That is a fabulous shot.
Ganda ng tinira doon.
Jericho's going to have to jump, and he's going to leave an open table if he can't get the 9 in.
At shoutout din kay Joven Chris Benin. Pati na rin tong si Putot nila kay SB.
So this is a must make for Jerico Banares. Didn't make it. Does he get safe? No,
Nope,
Nicoy is going to
out.
take. Nicoy is going to the hill.
For the hill. Wow, look at this. Antonio Lining. 2 balls away for the hill.
That's one thing that Nicoy still has. His pocketing skills are still elite.
That's right.
Shit, he's on the hill.
On the hill, Antonio Lining. 6 games to 1.
Jerico Banares breaking to try and stay in this match. Nicoy Lining is now leading 6-1 in this race to 7 alternate break. And look at what happened to Jericho on this break, brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts for Ropa Commercial in hard times. The cue ball has disappeared. Nicoy leading, ball in hand, open table.
Not a good time to scratch now.
He actually did scratch. He just sent the cue ball
Yeah.
to another street.
Yun na nga.
So let's help Antonio Lining navigate this table. It's going to bounce off one rail. He's playing this behind the back. How about this? Ball in hand. Opening shot is a behind the back shot for Nikoi. Well, he'll just bounce off the short rail to get to the 2 ball. Hopefully still with an angle to get to the 3, which is okay here. Yeah, it's going to be a speed control shot. He has to get this right at the center of the table. That'll do. He can still see the 3.
Yeah, nicely done.
Probably bounce off 2 rails. Yeah, he's going to bounce off 2 rails. Oh, but missed the 3. Does he sell it out to Jericho? Look at the roll he got.
Yun na nga. So hindi pa kita.
Oh, even the roll's not favoring Jerico Banares today. He would have been perfect on the 4-10 combination.
He's gonna swerve this.
Jumped it. Oh, did make the 9. Does he sell out the 3? No. So getting a fortunate roll there, Jerico Banares. So Nico is gonna kick at this 3. Might be even an offensive kick shot. Oh, he's going to go behind the 10. 2 rails. And looks like he hid it behind the 7. Not quite sure if Jericho can see part of the 3. He can. He can see all of the 3. Looks like Jericho Banares is going to survive. They have to play another rack. Yeah, no more issues here. He is bridging over the 9, though.
No problem.
You hear referee Monching Mystico saying, nice shot. He's probably the only referee who can get away with saying that. Oh, Jericho just ran into the 7. This is still makeable. Of course, that's not where he wanted to land on the 7. Using the bridge, so he's got to be good on this one. He's going to play it off one rail. Nicely done. Jerico Banares will extend this match.
Jerico Banares, bukas pa ang hardware, ha?
Yeah. Problem is, he's going to stay open.
We will see about that. Antonio Lining, 6 wins to 2. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudkicks by V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Ropa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
Nikoi breaking for the match. And this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Cue ball stays up. There is an issue on the table. The 4 and the 6, although the 4 looks like it passes the 6. So if Nikoi can get from the 3 to the 4 in the right spot, this should be his. Got a long shot on the 2, though. This is missable. He has to think of holding position for the 3 also at the other side of the table. He missed it, but he missed it on purpose. Jerico just went around the 7. That's a makeable 2 ball for Antonio Lining. It's one of those separation shots that you're going to see. He's already looking at how he wants to land from the 3 to the 4. So get the 2 in the corner. Probably go 2 rails to prep for the 3.
Nice shot.
Oh, ran into the 10 though. That wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, tinamaan nga itong G's.
So what he's going to do is he's going to kick at the 3 and send the 3 ball up table. Hopefully try to leave the cue ball where the 3 is right now.
Yeah, but he called the 3.
So he's going to thin the 3?
Yeah, rail first. He tried to.
Does he get behind the 7? The plan was really to go all the way up table, probably even get it behind the 5, but cue ball hit the point of the side pocket. And Jerico can see enough of this 3 to hide it again. Behind the 10.
Look at that. Nicely done.
So Nikoi still has a kick shot off the long rail. Kill action again. Oh, wow. Great contain, but that's a great effort. Jericho can see the 3. Also, what Nikoi did with this shot is he's going to make it very difficult for Jericho to get on the correct side of the 4. And he ran into the 9 as well, so can he still slice the 4 ball from here? He called it. If he's able to do this, this should be an open rack.
Yeah. Good shot.
Oh, Jerico Banares looking good to make a comeback now.
Five to the 6. He's gonna just bounce 1 rail perhaps.
Yeah. Just avoid the 10. Avoid being eclipsed by the 10. And he's going up and down. And he's not going to get eclipsed by the 10.
Nice speed. And may angle siya dito.
You got 2 rails to get the 7 into the corner. Three rails to get to the 8. If he plays this with under, he can probably get there with 2. Not sure if he's going to get there.
Fell short here.
Can still see enough of the 8, though. This makes the shot missable, though.
Is he gonna take the cut shot?
He has to.
2 rails.
There you go.
3. Okay.
Yeah, he's still good.
Still good, yeah. It ain't over till it's over.
This is back-to-back wins now for Jerico Banares.
Cuts the lead to just 3.
So Antonio Lining is still leading in this race to 7. 6 racks to 3. Nicoy Lining is just waiting for his opportunity to get back at the table because Jerico Banares will be breaking here in rack number 10. Once again, great to have you with us, Noel Zarate, alongside AJ Ong. And we are now on our 7th round of 16 match. We still have one more round of 16 match later on, and I think they've already arrived. Patrick Faraon will take on Patrick Gonzalez. Break by Jerico Banares, brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Did make a ball on the break, and he can see the 1. In fact, the 1 is going to land right there. And an open rack again for Jerico Banares. Now, the good thing about Jerico is he's had a diesel start and he's minimized his errors. It's actually been Nicoy Lining committing some errors in the last 2 racks. Inside spin off the short rail. Don't you wish the racks were always this quick? Yeah, he's straight.
Yeah, I wanted to get an angle there for the 8.
Might create one now. No, he's just going to play a blind cut.
Gonna go around for the 9. 2 rails. Oh, hits the 10.
Still good. He's still good.
Okay. But not what he wanted to.
He just go back and forth. Very quick break and run out for Jerico Banares. And this is now just a 2-rack lead for Antonio Lining, who was
That's
up
right.
6-1 at one point. It's now 6-4, but Nicoy will once again be breaking for the match. Nicoy Lining with his second opportunity now to break for the match. Last time he tried to break for the match, he ended up dry. And, well, Jerico Banares is now on a roll, winning 3 straight racks. And this break, here in rack number 11, is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Another dry break for Nicoy. You heard Ramon Mystica saying nothing. I love this guy. He's such a vocal referee. He compliments the players when they make a good shot. He is actually a billiards coach and one of the best there is. And Jericho's studying this layout. Obviously, the 1 ball's not going anywhere. So he has to figure out if he's gonna do a what kind of safety he's gonna do. How are our Shark fans doing there, AJ?
Ayun. Okay, teka lang. Ay, no, hindi ako
Is there
ready doon.
something? Is there something or nothing?
Hindi ako.
We
Hindi ako
gotta
ready doon.
we gotta give AJ some energy, guys. Come on.
Teka lang, nauubusan ako dahil sa'yo. Alright.
Push out. This is a strange push out.
Hmm.
This is a strange push out because he's gonna require Nikoi to get a good shot off a bank with the 8 ball blocking there.
Well,
Yeah, it's a lot to process. That's why Nikoi is just giving it back to Jericho. 1 ball side pocket. That's
so
what he
he's
calls.
gonna go to the 5-3 gap.
It's a good shot. Does not necessarily put Nikoi behind bars though.
Kita tong uno. And good afternoon to Sir Leonard Padlan. And hello to Mars Salazar ng Pinoy Billiarista in Melbourne.
Good afternoon from the Philippines. Looks like Nikoi is gonna either thin this into the side or try to bank it.
From Doug Preston, my coach Lester Dulawan is better than your coach.
Well, of course, everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Of course.
I'm sure they're both really good coaches.
That's right.
So Nikoi now with his best opportunity to wrap things up with this layout. Yeah, this passes the 5, so only an unforced error is going to prevent Nikoi from advancing today or in this rack. Landed a bit short here on the 4. He's still going to take it on the corner. It's just that this is not where he wanted to land. Yeah, that's where he wants the cue ball to stop to get to the 5.
The key shot here coming right up.
Yeah.
4 to the 5.
Just going to play this with a lot of under, it appears. No, he's just going to use natural just to go around. Try to cut the angle to avoid the scratch. Oh,
Look at that.
That's just expert navigation.
Nicely done. And he has enough to seal the deal here.
Asking if he's a coach. You know, the moment Nikoi just leaned over, he asked, "You want the bridge?" Nikoi said, "No, you use the bridge."
Really?
It's like he commanded Nikoi to use the bridge. This is one of the key shots as well. He may be a little straight here on the 6, so unless he wants to play a combination.
So you're going to take the 7. In the other corner.
And he's called a 10.
He called a 10.
This is missable, though. He wanted this to be straight in on the 7 if he was playing the combination at all. So I was thinking he might have fallen short because he might have wanted to take the 7 the opposite corner. Now he has to ad-lib. But he's ad-libbing with an open table. So this shot by Nikoy Lining to put him in the quarterfinals. Got
Nikoy.
it. Yeah.
Antonio Lining. 7 games to 4.
Yeah, he's through to the quarterfinals. Antonio Lining. We have 7 men through. We will determine who the 8th man is going to be. But that was a 7-4 scoreline, as AJ said. Antonio Lining defeating Jerico Banares. And up next, Raymond Faraon taking on Patrick Gonzalez. Stay with us for our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10-Ball Cup. And we are still in the round of 16. We'll be right back.